as Hamilton crosses the line. He wins out in qualifying, but with a new internal combustion engine for the Turkish Grand Prix, he'll go back 10 places for the Sunday's grid. Charles Leclerc pops his Ferrari up into fourth. That'll be a net P3 on the grid. It's Valtteri Bottas that will start on pole with Max Verstappen alongside him on the front row.
Yes! In the paddock, F1, Greeny and the Cheese. That was David Croft's call on Sky Sports, courtesy of Formula1.com. We are in Istanbul, Turkey. Yes, a city of 15 million people, split in half onto two continents by the Bosphorus, and that would be Europe and Asia, the continents, Michael. Did you know that, sir?
I did know that, sir.
It is home to the Hagia Sophia, the Byzantine Basilica Museum, the Grand Bazaar, a labyrinth of colorful colored markets, the Basilica Cistern, the largest of the ancient cisterns that lie beneath the Istanbul, and it's featured in the James Bond film. Do you know, Michael?
Tomorrow Never Dies.
Incorrect, sir. That would be From Russia with Love, sir. Yes, we are actually live. I am on the road with Greenstein, but this is not a travel or history show. This is a Formula One show, and we are at Istanbul Park, one of 7 anti-clockwise circuits on the calendar this year. Valtteri's on pole since Lewis gets a 10-spot grid penalty for his ICU change. Lewis saves a little grace, though. But I would have had pole, but no. Greeny, good evening, sir.
Good evening, Cheese. What an introduction. Yeah. We are on the road. It is the road show. I'm
on the road. You're not on the road.
I'm the home studio. It wouldn't want to be anywhere else but here in the paddock F1, Greeny and the Cheese. Yeah, man. I would love a tour of Istanbul. I think that would be absolutely fantastic, but that's not why we're here today.
It's not a travel show.
We're here to talk some racing. And what an interesting race it was. We knew going in the Leclerc situation. The Carlos Sainz situation. We knew going in the Lewis Hamilton situation. And we have Bottas on pole, Max on the front row. Love it when Max gets on the front row. Max has started second a lot this year and won.
Yes.
So it's going to be very interesting. Bottas has looked a lot better, and then at times he's been an absolute disaster. So we'll see what kind of Valtteri Bottas comes to the track or shows up tomorrow. It looks like rain, go away, come again some other day, or do we know?
That's what the weather report looks like, but we shall see, as Mother Nature can always throw a monkey in the wrench. But as of right now, it should be dry for the race. But you never know.
Dry for the race, but you never know.
That's what the weatherman says right now. But, we all know what happens when we listen to the weatherman.
Yeah. Might as well stick your head out the window.
He'd be wrong a lot of the time.
Yeah, might as well just stick your head out the window. The easiest job in show business. This is not the easiest job in show business. Stay tuned. We got Greenybucks tonight, so we're going to be picking some winners. And
I hope I finish you off this week.
I think
I might go for a move here. And try and finish you off.
Only 7 races to go.
Only 7 races to go.
Seven races to go. So it's interesting.
We're supposed to be in Japan this week.
We are. We're not.
That's why we have the fancy Red Bull white and red with a little Red Bull yellow in their livery this week, which is kind of fancy. Red Bull looks kind of hot and white. Not gonna lie.
Red Bull does look hot and white. Look like that old Williams car a little bit. But I digress.
I would disagree with that statement, but I'll digress as well, because we got other things to talk about.
We do have other things to talk about.
Lewis saved a little grace today, I think. Lewis definitely saved a lot of damage by throwing it on would-be pole, so he's only going to start P11 tomorrow, which is definitely a better spot than that's the best spot he could possibly ask for, honestly. And he's definitely going to be able to charge. It's definitely a better spot to be starting 11th and further back. He's going to have to make some moves on some pretty quick cars, but definitely saving a little bit of damage. Valtteri gets his pole, which, yay for Valtteri. We'll see what he can actually throw down tomorrow. Didn't seem like he was going to be too much of a team player from the post-quality interview. So we'll see how that goes. And Valtteri, as you said, has been up and down. He's got a little bit of relief knowing he's going to have a ride next year, but I really don't know what to expect from him. I expect Max to just go fire and fury from second and just take the lead right off the bat and run away with the show.
Yeah, well, that's what the predictions are for tomorrow, but let's talk about all the way back to Q1. Surprises, excitement, Q1.
Oh, I got a couple for you, and one of them is going to make you do a little happy Snoopy dance, I think, if I'm not mistaken. So we'll start out with, we'll save the best for last here. The best part of Q1 for last. And first off, we'll go with Danny missing out. McLaren made a stupid move again. Danny was out too early. The track progression as the track was drying out from the rain early in the day. Another bad move by McLaren. So Danny got caught out. The track evolution put him out. Just didn't leave him with enough time to get another lap in there. He possibly could have if he kept his foot down when he came down to throw down his final lap. But he got out of the way for his teammate who was coming behind him. So Danny kind of got the short end of the stick. And then for your pride du jour, we get Mick Schumacher getting into Q2.
That's what I'm talking about.
Getting out of Q1. Since you declared your allegiance to Haas last week, which I still do not understand, and I'll never understand. I honestly think you honestly did it just to stick it in my craw because I gave you 24 hours notice that you had to make a decision. You were no, and I think you did it just to stick it to me a little bit, just to have so you could just stick it into me every week and talk about Haas, even though they're absolute trash. Because I know you're more. I was definitely thinking you were definitely going to go McLaren.
Mm-hmm. Or
possibly Red Bull, but I thought that'd be a little too front runner-ish for you. Or maybe in a Williams, just because the classic and the Williams, and they're kind of on the rise, on the move. They got the money now with the new investors. So I could have seen that. But Haas, definitely didn't see that one coming. I think that's why you did it. You wanted to blindside me, for one, and two, you wanted to rub it in my face every week, some rubbish garbage about Haas because of the American team.
No, it's an American team. This is an American program.
They might not be the only American program. Rumor has it coming up at the Circuit Day of the Americas, or COTA, in Texas, Andretti Racing will be having a big meeting with Sauber about personally buying the team.
Rumors. We'll see. As for now, 2021 and beyond, while Haas Racing is based in the United States of America.
Well, they're not fully based in the United States of America. They do have a big part of their operation is in England.
While they're based in the United States of America, they're a U.S. team with U.S. ownership. All right? The head of Formula One is an American.
Well, it's owned by an American company.
It's owned by an American company. Yeah, I'm going to stick with Haas. I'm going to stick it out each week. First week already looking better. I sent my email in. Sent my selfie.
What do you got, Gunner on speed dial?
I do not have Gunner on speed dial, but if Gunner, you're listening, please.
Gunther.
That's what I said. I'm sorry, Gunther. I apologize. It's a late show. I apologize. Getting the show on late tonight after a little bit of a party, so I apologize. Anyway, Gunther, if you're listening, hit me up in the paddock USA at gmail.com. For anyone that wants to join us on the show in the paddock USA at gmail.com. Q2.
Well, but just before we move on,
Oh.
I think it's totally rubbish what you're saying there about why you're choosing Haas. You just do it to stick in my craw, and I totally know you are.
No.
That's complete crap.
No.
But we'll move on to Q2.
I'll take that to the grave. I'll take it to the grave. Even if I am, you're never going to know about it. Yeah, Q2. Go ahead.
I'm going to say Vettel and Ocon both missing out. I mean, Alonso's throwing ridiculous stuff down with the Alpine, so there's definitely more in the car that Ocon can get. Ocon's definitely been up and down, especially since that win. Especially in qualifying, he's definitely been throwing some really, no offense, but pretty much crap qualifying lately.
Yeah, after a good stretch, he had
much crap recently.
He had that crap race in the beginning and had a good stretch there and back to...
And Seb missing out. Seb missing out again.
Yeah.
Especially he's only one of the only, I think there's only 5 drivers that have actually raced at Istanbul Park when it was actually a scheduled event. Last year when they were there, it was not a scheduled event. It was an original event on the calendar. There's only 5 drivers that have been here on a scheduled weekend. Seb is one of them. A little trivia for you, Michael. Can you name the other 4?
One more time. Repeat the question, please.
Okay, the question again is...
Like sideswipe me with questions here. Go ahead.
A little trivia for you.
I don't know.
A little different format this week since we're live and in person here.
Right.
It's a little different energy going on.
Hit me.
So the question is, only 5 drivers currently racing in Formula One have raced at Istanbul Park, or the Turkish Grand Prix, which has only been run 9 times, mind you. But the 5 drivers have raced here when it was a scheduled event. So last year was not a scheduled event since it was added to the calendar because of the COVID madness.
All right.
So there's 5 drivers.
All right.
Can you name the 5?
Lewis.
Correct.
Fernando Alonso.
Correct.
Kimi.
Correct.
Sebastian.
That was one I gave you. That's 4.
That's 4. Is one more?
One more.
Or 2 more?
One more. There's 5. Vettel, Hamilton, Alonso, and Kimi are all correct. If I had a bell, I'd ring it. Bing, 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 bing.
Bing, bing, bing.
You're missing 1. And I don't think you're going to get it.
Sergio Perez?
Correct, sir. Very good, sir. Ding, ding, ding.
Well, I got it. All right.
I had you're sweating there.
Yeah, I was sweating. But it makes sense. It makes sense. I had to go to the tank there for a minute. But yeah, so thank you. Pass the pop quiz. Thank you for repeating it, teacher. Appreciate it.
I actually heard that on the broadcast, and I thought it was an interesting tidbit. So I wanted to get that in there for this week's show.
Went the tank a little bit there. Yeah, go ahead.
So you have anything for Q2?
Turn 1, son of a bitch.
Turn 1 is a son of a bitch.
We're gonna have some action there.
It's a blind apex.
We're gonna have some action.
It's a blind apex.
On turn 1.
Today was a little rough. It was slick.
It was slick.
It's a downhill part, so a lot of the water runoff that goes across the track, it doesn't dry as quick. But it is a blind apex corner. It's a very difficult corner.
And George Russell. Did we talk about George Russell?
We did not.
George Russell. Not making Q3. Almost. Because turn 1's a son of a bitch.
Turn 1 is a son of a bitch.
Right, that's all I got for Q2. We talked a hefty amount of Q3, but we can recap anything we might have missed besides Valtteri Bottas and, of course, Lewis Hamilton with the best time of the day.
Well, because of the grid penalty, yes.
Because of the grid penalty.
I got two tidbits for you. Charles Leclerc. Throwing it down. P4 because of Lewis's penalty, going P3. Very good lap from Charles.
You're not mentioning a pony all the way to like 15 minutes into the show. We get our first pony comment.
Our first pony comment. Well, I had to hold back a little bit here. I might have something for you later with a pony.
Maybe.
Just to rile you up a little bit here.
Maybe.
But yes, I'm going to bring the pony. It was a really good lap from Charles. Really impressive, actually. I think it was only like 0.2 off of Bottas. So super impressive lap. And I'm going to steal a little bit of your weekly thunder here. And the ageless one, Fernando.
How
Again.
Could you not? How could you not?
Totally just putting that Alpine in places that it really doesn't deserve to be. But that just shows how good Fernando is. Just absolutely legendary at his age. Still doing what he does. Still throwing it down. He'll be starting P5 tomorrow. P6 today. With the penalties, moving up 1 to P5. But just Fernando. Amazing. Legend.
Legend. Yeah, Yuki Tsunoda, after, I don't know, 5 red flags this year.
Pretty much spinning in an egg all year.
Yeah.
Pretty much when he got his ride for next year, pretty much said, I'm kind of surprised they kept me around because I kind of stink.
Yeah. Not the rookie of the year, as that was probably going to go to Mick Schumacher and Haas Racing. We still have 7.
100%.
We still do have 7.
As of right now, yes, 100%, because he hasn't looked like trash. Yuki's looked like trash. Yuki looks like he does not belong in Formula 1, along with Nikita Mazepin.
This is true. But Yuki did finish. He's going to start 9th. Finished 10th after qualifying. But so yeah, Yuki, give it up. And McLaren, after laying down some really good weeks, some wins, some impressive finishes, some podiums. Lando Norris finishing 7th.
Off the pace.
And as we talked about earlier, Danny in 15th. He'll be starting tomorrow, but couldn't get out of Q1. That is the qualifying wrap-up. But my friends, oh yes, it's Greenybucks. It's gambling time. It's gambling.
Oh yeah. I'm going to try and put you away this week.
He's going for the neck punch. It's a neck punch Saturday night. So
Saturday night special. Son.
Saturday night special. Stick around. We have our predictions. Greeny and the Cheese in the Paddock F1. We're back after this. What's up, everyone? Greeny from In the Paddock here. If you haven't heard about Anchor, it's the easiest way to make a podcast. Please let me explain. It's free. Okay, free. There are creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer. Anchor will distribute your podcast for you for free, so it can be heard on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and many, many more. You can make money as well. Money with your podcast. No minimum listenership, and it's everything you need to make a podcast in one place. Download the free Anchor app today or go to anchor.fm to get started. We are back, Greeny and the Cheese in the Paddock F1. Pump it up. Yeah, man, what a day it was at the racetrack. Slipping, sliding, turn 1. Now we're going to do...
Some bitch.
Now we're going to do some gambling, man. Because that's what we do. Second segment every Saturday night, and that's what we're going to do
people's
tonight.
favorite.
It's people's favorite. Watching me fail, apparently, is people's favorite. 7 races to go. It's
I'm not going to lie.
It's going to be tough.
It's pretty damn fun watching
to catch up.
Watch your lunacy.
I think we should give a recap of the numbers, though, as we're so spoiled to have the numbers here. And I think at the moment, I still have 555 Greenybucks, which isn't terrible. I could probably buy a loaf of bread and some movie tickets. So you, my friend,
stuff's expensive here in Green Tokyo. Dang,
there's a definite shortage of shipping and truck drivers. We had our green topey, a green taupe exit ourselves, and they so we're having a difficult time retaining drivers. But I digress, because you have 1,040 to my 555. So
Yeah, that's right.
yeah, I'm gonna have a tough time feeding my kids during this long winter. 7 races to go. I got to boost it up to over 1,000. I have no choice. I'm not gonna get crazy. I don't think yet, but soon I might
have no chance.
I might throw some crazy picks out there. You know, you got 40 to 1, 60 to 1 odds, and you hit them. Your luck changes pretty quickly.
Yeah, good luck, sir. That's why.
So says the gambler.
That's why it's 40 to 1 and 60 to 1 odds, sir. That's like being at the poker table and having like a 1 out.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it's better than that. I've hit with 1 out.
Well, we've all hit on 1 out.
But you probably shouldn't gamble on it.
No.
I wouldn't bet on it. But desperate times call for desperate measures, my friend.
Well, because you're a lunatic, and that's what happens to lunatics.
Prices are inflated in
You're like a Las Vegas dream. Because you come with, I got a strategy, and everybody in Vegas, every casino loves somebody with a strategy. Because you don't have that strategy, goes up in smoke, son, and then you start throwing more crap on the wall to see what sticks.
Everyone's got a plan to get punched in the face.
That's right.
Everyone's got a plan.
Thank you, Mike Tyson.
Everyone's got a plan to get punched in the face. Okay, so let's get down to it, man. And
where are we starting?
I think I'm the home team, so I should bat second, right?
All right. Where are we gonna start?
So therefore, you can start with your. Let's go with winner.
Whoa, going right off the bat here, huh?
Let's go right off with winner.
Okay. Max.
I think I know where you're going.
Max, 20 Greenybucks. He's going to get just the stupid start as he's been getting recently. Valtteri starts have been inconsistent. So I say Max gets off and he's gone. It's hard to pass at Istanbul. It's a tough place to pass. So yeah, Max. Mad Max to the max. And to take the lead in the championship.
Yeah, I'm going to go Max as well. I don't think Lewis is completely out of it in 11th. I think he's got a really good shot at winning. But I'm going to go with Max. And I'm going to go 35. So not quite double what you're going, but like 80%. Trying to catch up, nibble for the big strike later on. So 35 Max for me, 20 Max for you, and let's go with biggest gainer before we get the big one.
All right, biggest gainer. I'm gonna take Carlos Sainz. Whole new engine package. Ferraris have looked pretty quick this weekend. Throw a little extra wing on that bad boy. A little extra front wing. Make some passes, a little strategy, a little tired strategy action. Istanbul's rough on the tires, so I don't know if a 1 stop is going to be in play tomorrow. It's probably going to be 2 stops, might be the fastest way. But we'll see. It's going to be green track, probably a little rain. But I'm going to say Carlos. It's going to be the biggest mover. 20 Greenybucks, standard.
I like the Carlos pick. I actually have Carlos as well. I've been going back and forth. I don't think Carlos can be beat here in this position, but I do think Danny has a shot. I think overall Lewis might have a shot if he ends up finishing first plus 10.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that could be. So there's a lot of different strategy in play. It seems like a no-brainer for Carlos Sainz. But, you know, Danny could be absolutely 100% in play as well. But I'm gonna go Carlos. I don't even think it's a safe pick. I think it's just like, you know, it's almost a no-brainer.
Logical.
But there could be other ones out there. But I'm gonna go Carlos as well. And let's go 35. Let's go 35. Either we're gonna start making a comeback and nibbling it up, or we're just gonna be done. And you're
gonna go for the nibbles, and then eventually the lunacy is gonna come out in the hundreds and then you're going to be piss broke with like 3 weeks to go.
Well, I mean, I think that's pretty much your dream. I'm assuming this is what excites you every day.
Well, it'll just be funny for my picks from the last couple of races, and you can't pick nothing because you got no cash.
I do get though. Do I get like a refuel for 2022? I'm assuming.
What you mean, like a restart?
We start all over again, right?
Yeah, but the next time, because we didn't start this until weeks into the season,
right?
So next year we'll boost up the starting cash.
You might have to.
So you can throw down some stupid, crazy numbers early.
I might have to break stones in the off season.
Are you going to the gulag?
Yeah, I might have to. The gulag of Greentopia. I might have to break some rocks and earn some extra cash. Maybe a tailor. I could do that.
A tailor?
Yeah, I could do that. I'm good with my hands.
Mend some pants.
Mend some pants. Everyone's pants need mending.
Well, I need a little hem here, sir.
Yeah, no, it's important. It's important work. So, yeah, I'm gonna have to work. So 20 on signs for you, 35 on signs for me. I'm gonna obviously have to get a job in the off season here, and we have the trifecta.
Now I'm starting to think about maybe throwing something crazy in there.
Crazy. I'm not going crazy. Not to show my hand.
I'm gonna go Max for the win.
Mm-hmm.
Bottas second. Charles Leclerc third.
Whoa.
Yes.
Wow. I didn't see that coming.
Yes, pony on the podium. If this happens, you're done.
Yeah.
You're done.
Yeah, it could be.
This is a throat punch, son. I even thought about going totally crazy. And going Max, Lewis, Charles.
Max,
even totally crazy.
Lewis.
Bottas does something stupid and
that could
ridiculous. Something happens on the start. He gets a bad start, plunks into somebody, gets car damage, floor damage, or something. I mean, these things happen. Turn one's pretty wild here. Turkey usually, especially at the start, with the blind apex in there. So I even think about going completely mad and going Max, Lewis, and Charles Leclerc third, and just be a total madness. But we're gonna go Max, Valtteri, Charles, 20 Greenybucks.
Yeah,
throat punch action.
I like it.
Odds on that'll have to be massive.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with a massive one as well.
Ooh,
like massive because
outside the box.
What
happened to? I'm not going outside the box. You just said I'm not going. Now you heard mine and you can't handle it.
No. I was trying to say within the box, but I think for this, dropping 10 Greenybucks on something outside the box, which I should have been doing probably all season, is probably a good idea. And I think this is what's going to happen. All right. Max and Bottas have a very good possibility of crashing out in the first lap.
Oh,
which is going to leave the door open for, I think, Lewis to come all the way from 11 to win. I don't have him for the win. I got Max for the win. But just hypothetically speaking, these things could happen. So I would put Lewis first.
This your trifecta.
I'm going to put Charles second. And we're going to go Fernando Alonso third.
Wow.
But I'm only going to put down, I'm going to go 20 Greenybucks.
Wow.
So I'll probably get like 100 to 1 odds on this. Probably more. Or more than that. I think it's time.
You better hope they wreck in the one.
I think Fernando, I am not hoping for anyone to get hurt, but the possibility watching this season and watching Max this season and watching Valtteri Bottas, especially the second half of the season, it's been interesting. I can definitely see a scenario where that happens.
Wow.
And Lewis sneaks in for the win, and you have an interesting rainbow podium, and Fernando Alonso has worked his butt off all year long, and he's in a good spot. He's in a good spot to podium. as best as he's been all season. I think it's time. I think if you see a wreck, it's time. And if it's that kind of day, it's going to be a Hall & Oates double gun Sunday evening tomorrow night. And if not, no big deal. I just keep bleeding out Greenybucks. So Lewis Hamilton, Charles Leclerc, Fernando Alonso, 20 Greenybucks for me, Max Verstappen, Valtteri Bottas, and Charles Leclerc, 20 Greenybucks for Brian. That is our weekly Greenybucks challenge.
You're a madman.
I don't know about that. I was crossing stuff out as we were going.
You changed it up. You had.
I changed it up. I had something else.
You had something weak.
I had something else.
You had something weak.
I had something boring. I wanted to change it up.
Outside the box, huh?
I think.
Time to go outside the box.
I think just that.
If you hit that, you'll be in the lead. But you got no chance.
Yeah, I mean, I'll probably get like 2,000 Greenybucks or something like that.
You won't even be doing. It won't even be a Hall & Oates double gun Sunday. It'll be like a Snoopy Happy Dance Hall & Oates double gun Sunday.
I will. I will buy a magnum of what's that? Veuve Clicquot. You know, fancy champagne.
Yeah, all right, dude. Sure.
Magnum, I think they call them. So yeah,
I thought that was for something else, but
no, it's not. It's not, my friend. It's a magnum of champagne.
Oh, okay, sir.
You never knew this.
I did not, sir. I'm not a big champagne drinker.
Should I put it on the big board? I mean, is anyone a big champagne drinker?
I don't usually do the. I'm not a big fan of the fermented grapes.
Fermented grapes.
Not a big fan. I like beer.
Most people do.
And whiskey. I'm Irish.
Most men do. On that note, no champagne for you.
Beer and cannabis are my choices, sir.
I'll get you a magnum of champagne.
That just sounds totally wrong.
Anyway, we'll be back in 24 hours.
Maybe, probably not.
Probably 48 hours. We'll be back.
You have a partay tomorrow.
Partay. So we'll be back on Monday with the Rays. So don't fear, folks. We haven't dropped off the face of the earth. I haven't had my legs broken by bookies. From
not yet, anyway.
Not yet. I haven't got that far down yet.
That's common.
Yeah, probably. I have a lot of money.
Maybe I'll give you a job. Since I'll be Lord of Greentopia.
Since I'm generous.
Maybe I'll give you a gig.
Oh, Greeny
like
the Cheese.
Dog walker or something.
In the Paddock F1. Hit us up. In the Paddock USA @gmail.com. Cheese in the Paddock.
We didn't do mailbag this week, dummy.
Greeny in the Paddock. Sunday mailbag. Sunday mailbag. I don't have the questions lined up anyway, even if I wanted to.
It's Saturday mailbag. Because remember last time we did it Saturday, and that's why you had a 24-hour notice to pick a team.
Oh yeah, that's right.
It's Saturday mailbag, so you dropped the ball this week.
Yeah.
But I'll give you a slide. It's your daughter's bat mitzvah, so however you pronounce it. I probably hacked that really bad.
No, you did a good job. That was actually
although I am pretty medicated.
That was actually pretty good.
Medicated and caffeinated as always.
As always, stay medicated, stay caffeinated. We'll be back tomorrow. Greeny the Cheese in the Paddock F1. Peace.